All right, Scorpio. Welcome, everybody. This is a reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I love me some Scorpios. Fine people, salt of the earth. A special shout out to some super duper special Scorpios that I've had in my life that have been instrumental at one time or another in assisting with my personal growth and development as well as professional growth and development. Katie, my dear friend Madison, and myself. I'm Scorpio rising. So we're going to build this pyramid for you, Scorpio. See what you got going on. Thank you very much to returning subscribers. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Fresh Lava Productions. I am your devilishly handsome and talented host, Brian. I'm pleased to meet you. I imagine at some point, Buddy or Walter or both will jump up onto the table and introduce themselves as well. Lay your foundation. Okie dokie. Moving right along. Oop, oop. Well, Thanksgiving is just 2 days away. Everybody's traveling. Be careful out there on the roads. There are Looney Tunes all over the place. Okay. This will conclude the water signs for this particular series. And then I think tomorrow, if I'm feeling froggy later on tonight, we'll go ahead and push on. But tomorrow we'll move on to fire signs, your Sagittarians, Arians, and Leos, my personal favorite. What's going on, Scorps? Yep. Alrighty. And last but certainly not least, your capstone from the Archangel Raphael. Yes, buddy. You getting up here? There he goes. Such a sweet little guy. I think he's cognitively challenged is a nice way to put it. He pretty much spends most of his day just walking around the house meowing. Don't have a clue what he's talking about most of the time. There's no doubt what Walter's talking about. He wants food. And Hermione wants to play. All right, Scorpios, your pyramid is built by a master builder, nonetheless. We're going to see what you got going on here. Okay, so At your foundation is the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Emperor in reverse, and the Strength card. Leo's, baby. Your Heartstone is Major Arcana number 15. They're worded a little bit differently in the Witch's Tarot, so I'm just going to go ahead and look up your heart right away. See what's on your heart, see what your heart longs for. In the Witch's Tarot, this is called the Shadow Side, and it's the Devil. Associated with Capricorn, represents emotional, spiritual, physical bondage, superficial attachments, or relationships based on material gain. These chains can be broken with willpower. And, you know, the Devil card also talks about overindulgence. It could be something just as simple as, let's say you're a cheesecake lover, and instead of just one piece of cheesecake, you like to have a second or a third. I've been there. So it also does talk about emotional or spiritual bondage. And so there is something weighing heavily on your heart. Some of you guys, this has something to do with children. What I'm getting right away, the Hermit card is up above your Heartstone, and the Hermit talks about seeking answers from within. If you're into meditation or you pray a lot, basically, whatever it is that's bothering your heart right now, because I don't think anybody longs for spiritual bondage, go within, meditate. There's a breathing exercise that you can do. Put on some sound therapy music. You can find angel music or, think meditation music on YouTube, and do this breathing exercise. In for 7 seconds, hold it for a second, out for 7 seconds, hold it for a second. Basically, meditation is just talking about rising above thought. And a lot of the Scorpios that I've encountered are highly intelligent people, and being one myself, I know how hard it is to shake off thoughts. But once you can silence whatever your head is constantly thinking about, if you can shake that even just for a few minutes, you will come to the realization that you're looking for. If you've ever heard of people coming up with their greatest ideas in the shower, it's because the shower, if you're a hot shower taker, typically is very relaxing. And relaxing and drifting away mentally, some of you guys are going to find the answers that you're looking for by doing that. Your love is the Ace of Cups. Your love stone's the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords. At your foundation, the Knight of Cups. Somebody is getting a love offer, a very emotional love offer. Somebody I'm hearing is coming to your rescue. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but you've got the King of Cups also, and I feel like those two are related. They came out right beside each other. The Knight of Cups and the King of Cups are right here at your foundation, right next to each other. Somebody is heading towards basically what they would consider to be the love of their life, or the one. Definitely a soulmate tie. What you're worried about is this Emperor in reverse, and intuitively, I'm going to look that up in just a minute, but intuitively, there's somebody that is in a position of authority in your life, and you're concerned about how that person is going to react to you heading towards the love of your life. People, number one, there is no more powerful force in the universe than love, period. Gratitude is right behind it. don't let somebody else's opinions about what you're doing influence your decisions or your actions if you know in your heart, even though your head might be telling you something different. If you know in your heart that this King of Cups, and either one of these could be male or female, but if you know in your heart that this person is your true love because you feel it in your heart chakra, sooner or later, you're not going to be able to help yourself anyway. So don't be bogged down by the opinion of somebody else, no matter what position they hold in your life. That's the message that I'm getting through. Now, your love stones, Queen of Swords and Ace of Cups. If you can find the strength to get out of whatever bondage in which you find yourself, you're going to get your love, and not only that, your cup will runneth over. Look at that Ace of Cups right there. That's a good shot for the camera. Don't concern yourself with what this person, whoever this person represents to you, don't concern yourself with their opinion. And look at this. On the other side of them is strength. So maybe the love of your life is a Leo. Maybe you just need the strength of a lion to make that decision to not care about what this person is going to do in terms of judging you. This is your path, Scorpio, that you're walking, not theirs. They have their own path and they get to make their own decisions. We all have free will, and that should not be affected at any point by anyone else. I do want to look up the Six of Wands in reverse real quick here. And the Queen of Swords is right above the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And what I'm feeling like is there is somebody, it doesn't have to be a female just because it's the Queen of Cups or Queen of Swords. There's a very smart individual whose opinion you value, and you're going to want, this is so similar to, I think, Cancer's reading or Pisces. But there's somebody that you're wondering if you should go and ask their advice, do it. This person is highly intelligent, could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. These water sign readings have been eerily similar to one another, but that's what I'm feeling is that, there's somebody whose opinion you value. This person is very smart, and they're going to tell you exactly what you need to hear. So go seek that person out, whoever that represents to you, and if you can do that, break free of your bondage and get to your Ace of Cups, which is your love. Now, the best thing that you can do, of course, is listen to your heart and go inward for the answers that you're seeking. But this person, the way these cards are set up, is going to help you to do that. This person is probably actually going to tell you to listen to your heart. What does your heart tell you? What does your heart say? Even though it's an air sign, they're all about intellect. This person is wise enough to tell you to listen to your heart. So let's see what the Six of Wands is real quick. Yeah, I'm feeling like the Six of Wands in reverse could potentially be the consequences of not listening to your heart and staying in your mental prison. Mental prison is what I keep hearing. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger, I'm hearing, than other people give you credit for. Sometimes we have to go through difficult situations to realize just how strong we are. And I heard something from one of my favorite tarot readers earlier today that made me think. You don't know, or what is it? Women in particular, women are like tea bags. You don't know how strong they are until they get into hot water. And then it'll be like, oh, wow, that's strong. Yes. And there's one of my favorite sayings is, men are beautiful pretending to be strong, and women are strong pretending to be beautiful. And I think that's really poignant for what's going on here. You're incredibly strong, Scorpio. Listen to yourself. Seek the advice of a wise counselor in your life, and you'll get your Ace of Cups. You will get your love. You will get emotional abundance. And I feel like some of you guys, for whatever reason, your heart is heavy. So listen to it and listen to what it tells you about the remedy to the situation. 6 of Wands in reverse could signify an empty victory or someone else taking credit for your work. But yeah, some of you guys, if you listen to your head instead of your heart, you might have some mild degree of satisfaction. But listening to your heart will give you, some of you, your true love. Some of you, it will make your cup runneth over. And yeah, we'll see what Raphael has to say. He's always got a good positive message. Consult a nutritionist. Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you, this is so similar to the last reading, ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. Now, some of you guys might have poor eating habits. I was there. I was up to 275. I'm down to 226 now. Research intermittent fasting and the benefits that you can get from that. Look up what happens when your body goes into a state of ketosis. Look up the benefits of fasting in general. But nutrition does not just refer to, and it's so funny because the last reading, I think it was Cancer or Pisces, it was the same sort of message, be careful about your diet, but it was a different oracle card. Your nutrition does not only talk about the food that you're eating, it also talks about what you're consuming. Are you listening to bad advice from people? Are you watching, TV shows or YouTube videos that are not good for you, and that are corrupting your subconscious? Although you might not even be aware of it. People, your subconscious is so powerful that it literally, it's not that we only use 10% of our brains, it's that we consciously only use 10% of our brains. The other 90% is more or less of computer programming. And so if you're constantly watching the Jerry Springer show or CNN or crap like that that's not good for your head, you won't even be aware of it, but that could be the cause of why you're thinking negatively or feeling, drained. So I'm going to go to the book to see what Raphael has to say to expand upon the prayer, and then we'll wrap it up here. Just remember, Scorpios, how strong you are, and don't let anybody ever tell you different. You drew this card because diet is the foundation of the situation you're inquiring about, improvements in food and beverage, or anything that you consume. You are what you eat, but you are also what you consume. Improvements in choices can therefore improve your health. A licensed or registered nutritionist can assess your lifestyle and dietary needs and create satisfying meal strategies. By that same token, a licensed or registered therapist doesn't even have to be licensed or registered, but it could be your pastor, it could be a spiritual leader, it could just be somebody that you know and trust. And they may be able to help you, and that, I believe, relates directly to this Queen of Swords down here. If you're asking about the health of a particular person who normally eats poorly, there's a strong possibility that a nutritionist will be able to present scientific logic that will motivate the individual to choose healthier foods or consume healthier in general. I added that, but these things, this life is all about duality, folks. It's not just the food when you're talking about nutrition. Possible specific meetings: study nutrition and its influence upon health, mental or physical. Eat more healthfully or consume more healthfully. Listen to your intuitive feelings about making positive dietary changes. Honor your body by freeing it by feeding it wholesome and nutritious foods. Honor yourselves above all, Scorpios. Listen to your hearts. And that's what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk to you next time.